Most of us spend a large part of our days working. The relationship with our work and the meaning we derive from it is different for each of us. Some of us find a lot of meaning in our work. For many of us, work is largely a dull or soulless way to make a living. Regardless of our relationship with work, I believe all of us can make our time on Earth much more rewarding, inspiring, and remarkable by transforming our approach to work and the meaning we make of it. We can hone in on what really matters in work and life and reimagine what work is altogether. I believe we can turn work into a channel for self-expression, human connection, personal growth, and a much better quality of life. Pursuing this is a journey that asks us to question our assumptions, lean into curiosity, and explore what truly animates human beings. My name is Ezequiel Williams. I work as an innovation strategist and facilitator who helps brave leaders and teams co-create new ways to win over and keep customers and talent. I am convinced that the knowledge, tools, and inspiration to reimagine and humanize work exists at the intersection of the worlds of business, art, and science. Our challenge is to connect the dots in new ways and recombine the knowledge and tools from these worlds in a way that enables us to make our work meaningful, inspiring, and enchanting, or what I call making business art, the other MBA. My journey into this way of thinking began in the mid-2000s while I managed a grants program with the mission to help improve people's lives. I was looking for ways to make sense of and find better solutions for human challenges I encountered in my own work and more broadly across public, nonprofit, and private sectors. I started to pay close attention to leaders who were beloved and incredibly effective at moving people into action. And to accomplish that, I noticed these leaders had to first move people emotionally. It became clear to me that nothing happens until someone feels something. And to move someone into action, we must first connect with them and move them emotionally. And it was undeniable to me that there's no one more skilled at moving people emotionally than talented artists. In fact, the tools from the world of the arts and humanities are time-tested and proven for thousands of years. So my assumptions and tightly held beliefs about persuading people with facts and charts and pure reason, all of that started to fall apart. As I leaned into my observations with growing curiosity, I started to embrace the notion that humans are not rational creatures with emotions, but rather emotional creatures with the ability to reason. I recognized that these leaders I had been observing were not only very creative, but applying some form of art in their work. And in time, I developed the perspective that all business is show business, and that is a foundational idea for this podcast. I believe that blending tools and ways of thinking from business, art, and science presents us with ways to create highly desirable offerings while fostering deep connections with the people we serve. If you're interested in reimagining and humanizing work in service of making your life and what you do more meaningful and enchanting for yourself and others, I invite you to join me on this journey to explore what is possible when we transform our work into a form of expression, play, and the act of shaping an experience for someone else. In Making Business Art, we will draw lessons and inspiration from creative leaders, entrepreneurs, artists, designers, scientists, and more. My aim is to map out insights, resources, and tactics which help us make business and its offerings a source of inspiration and connection for ourselves, our teams, and the people we serve. Leave a comment below to share what your work means to you and what satisfaction you get from it. Subscribe to this channel to join me on this journey and apply what we learn along the way. If you want to make this project grow, please share it with one or two other people you think would resonate with making business art. And until next time, make magnificent art out of your work and life.